Dear learners of the academic research writing provided to you by B&G Academy. Welcome to this video. We'll talk about the basic word order in English. Just 2 or 3 badly constructed sentences may be enough for referees to initially recommend rejecting a paper and suggest having the English revised. Remember the KISS rule. Be short and simple. Simple sentences should respect the basic word order. This word order is usually unknown for thousands of researchers and may transform the scientific writing into big difficulties. In this course, we'll learn how to construct simple sentences based on the English word. In scientific writing, we should write short and simple sentences. Simple sentences mean that they respect a logical order or a basic order. A simple sentence is a group of words expressing a complete thought, and it must have a subject and a verb. A verb shows action or state of being. The subject tells who or what about the verb. For us, it's easy to identify the subject and the verb. The problem is how to identify the direct object. English has a strict order in which words can appear in a sentence. The order is subject plus verb plus direct object plus indirect object. Keep them as close as possible to each other. This order is rarely altered. Order. As a rule, the direct object comes after the verb, transitive verbs, and is the answer to what. In this example, malnutrition causes anemia. The subject is malnutrition, it comes at the beginning and before the verb causes. Malnutrition causes what? Anemia. Therefore, anemia is the direct object. Remember that the basic word order in English is subject plus verb plus direct object. The subject refers to who do the action. The verb refers to the action. The direct object is the answer to what? Look at these sentences. Sentence 01, we demonstrated the relationship. We is the subject. The verb is demonstrated, which is the past form of to demonstrate. The direct object is the relationship. Sentence 02. Our results corroborated Willie et al. 2018. The subject is our results. The verb is corroborated. The direct object is Willie et al. 2018. Sentence 03. Inflammation causes cancer. Inflammation is the subject. Causes is the verb. Cancer is the direct object. You observe that all sentences are structured following the basic order, subject plus verb plus direct object. Please look at these sentences. Sentence 1. The researchers last week sent for the second time to the journal their manuscript. Sentence 2. Last week the researchers sent their manuscript to the journal for the second time. Which sentence is written correctly? Which sentence is easy to read? Which sentence sounds more acceptable for you as a reader? Let's analyze the two sentences. Sentence 1 is written in incorrect English. The position of last week and for the second time is wrong. Moreover, the indirect object comes before the direct object. S2 is correct. Why? Because the basic structure is respected. The researchers sent their manuscript. Subject, verb, direct object. To the journal is the indirect object. Therefore we have the basic order, subject plus verb plus direct object plus indirect object. To know if your sentence is correct, we should analyze it. Usually, we write similar incorrect sentences when we are not English native speakers and without an advanced level in English. Now let's us analyzing the incorrect sentence. The researchers last week sent for the second time to the journal their manuscript. The subject is the researchers. Normally, the verb should come after the subject. The verb is sent, past form of to send. The verb is not close to the subject. This is the first error. Normally, the reader is waiting for the direct object. Direct object, their manuscript. It's so far from the verb. the reader is tired to read a lot of words to understand that researchers have sent their manuscript. Indirect object, to the journal, comes before the direct object. It's hard and strange as a style. The major question is, are the subject plus verb plus direct object plus indirect object close to each other? The answer is no. Thus, the sentence is written in an incorrect style. Remember the golden rule. English has a strict order in which words can appear in a sentence. The order is subject plus verb plus direct object plus indirect object. Keep them as close as possible to each other. One of the most important problems is how to choose the subject when we have more than one. Usually, we are facing this issue and we are not able to write our sentences as we like. Clear English requires that you put the subject at the beginning of the sentence, however, you may have a choice of possible subjects. How to make a choice? It is very simple. Choose the most relevant or most important subject and put it at the beginning of the sentence. In this case, we should ask the following question: what's the most important? Which word we would put at the beginning to attract attention of the reader. Therefore, when we have more than one subject, the most important should be used as a subject. That means that the most important word, or subject, should come first in the sentence. As readers, we tend to focus on the areas of a sentence that come immediately before and after a full stop. For example, X was caused by Y. In this sentence, as X is used as a subject, it comes before the verb at the beginning. The reader will focus on X. In this sentence, X is the most important to remember and to focus on. Remember, the word you want to emphasize should be put as the subject in the beginning. To choose a subject between two or more, choose the subject that leads to the most concise or short sentence. If your sentence is short and you have two possible subjects, which you could indifferently put at the beginning of the sentence, then choose the subject that will give the shortest sentence. Look at these sentences. Sentence 1. The most significant values are highlighted in Table 1. Sentence 2. Table 1 highlights the most significant values. In this example, the researcher has a choice between two subjects. Both subjects are important. How he can choose the most relevant subject. Shorter sentences are often obtained by using active, sentence 2, rather than passive, sentence 1, verbs. Thus, sentence 2 is more suitable for the publishable English scientific style. Remember, the subjects in English must come before their verb. In these sentences, the verb is participated, to participate. And this verb concerns 350 researchers. Thus, in the correct sentence, 350 researchers should come directly before the verb participated. When you have to choose between two subjects, the most important comes before the verb. Do not forget, keep the subject, the verb and the direct object as close as possible to each other. Doing this allows you to write short and concise sentences in a publishable and acceptable style. This video is now finished. Dear learners, do not forget to do your exercises. It is very important as a training method. It is hard at the beginning, but with time, it becomes very easy and an automatic reflex. Good luck. Be